Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. This will be The Last Door episode 3. Hey, C-dubs. We have to redo the end of the last episode, apparently. My day was quite productive, thank you. Work-wise. And then I came home and had a nap for about an hour. As you do. How was your day, Harrison? I am partial to a good nap. Cannot lie. Definitely not a bad nap though. I could do without them. You went to work for a class that you didn't actually have. Was that the only thing you needed to go into work for? Okay. Previously, on The Last Door. After the death of his old friend Anthony, Devitt decided to travel back to the school they both attended in the outskirts of Aberdeen. In his search, Devitt meets his old teacher, Father Ernest. He also remembers the experiment they all attempted many years back, which had terrible consequences. Then truth revealed. Father Ernest worships the Eye of the Bird, a vision resulting from the experiment. Was that revealed? He killed many people trying to replicate its results. I think I missed a trick in the last episode, you know. I didn't realise all that had been revealed. Hey Jack. How are you this morning? Those who saw the eye back then he calls the Four Witnesses. When discovered, Ernest immolates himself. Finally, Ernest's servant knocks Devitt out and buries him alive. All is darkness. Yes, go, Jack. Question. All is cold. Gonna use up all the oxygen soon. All is silence. I made it. Can you get a flu shot if you're already sick? Is it a good idea? My answer is... Typical Las Vegas weather right here. Jeremiah, we must talk. With your mother deceased, arrangements have been made regarding your upbringing. A man of my position and responsibility can't take the time to look after a young boy. First thing in the morning, you will depart for Scotland. I am sending you to study at the St Gall boarding school in Aberdeen. You need not bother to write, as I will not have the time to read your letters. Swell, Dad. Solid parenting. Still no letters for you, David. Please, do not persist any further. Can't whistle, can Google. Pleased to meet you, my new classmates. And who is that? Him? Oh, that's just Devitt. Pay him no mind, he's a little odd. Interesting. Hello, I'm Anthony. Anthony Beechworth. This is my first term here, I've only just arrived. I hope we can be friends. This is no boarding school, come on. Yeah, please get well soon, Jack. Being sick is suboptimal. Okay, I'm hoping that's a rug on the floor and I haven't just, you know, fallen into blood. What is happening? A shiver runs down my spine when I look at what could have been my eternal deathbed. Seems fair. My head is pounding. I feel so weak and thirsty. If I don't drink water soon, I will faint. Dear Lord, where am I? Right, mission 1, find water. Yeah, you kind of were patient zero on vacation. I was not a happy boy. Afterwards. I mean, during was fine. The light coming in from outside is dazzling. It Harrison. I forgive you. Oh. That was easy. I'm in a city. Is it Aberdeen? How could I have escaped? Oh, I've got a ticket. I can't see anything beyond this wall but the dark facades of buildings on the far side. I really can't do an Aberdonish accent. Young man, could you please tell me where I am? Oh, rude. I don't know, the youth of today. Pho. The youth of 100 years ago. Please, sir, could you give me some water? Please, sir, can I have some more? This ain't a charity toff. I only sell to paying customers, so cough up or get out. There is a cart blocking the alley. I won't be able to pass until it has been moved. An indigent in ragged clothing sits leaning against the brickwork. I like how we can see the audience. The young man sleeps under a filthy blanket. This is a nice area of town. Stained and threadbare sheets struggle to dry in the muggy air. A young woman suffers difficulty breathing. Please, I need water. Get out of here, drunk. Clearly not drunk. There is a man staring at me from amidst the crowd. Something in his countenance seems strange to me. Oh, he's off, he's off. Follow it. Okay. Let's talk to this glamorous young lady here. Please, Mom, could you tell me where I am? You don't know where you're at? Why, this is the old Nickel Street Rookery, a darker, more decrepit place like never there was. Oh, thank God it's not in Aberdeen. But that's in London. How could I have arrived in this slum? No, I can do my terrible Cockney accent instead. The stench from this sewer drain is nauseating. From the pipe flows grimy water, full of soot. The water's foul odour is repulsive, but I'm overcome with thirst. Oh, dude. Oi, oi, oi. At least I didn't have nightmares this time. I must have fainted. It is dangerous to be in Old Nickel at night. I should make my way out as quickly as possible. Ooh, now we've got a turn of pace, I like it. It's a pea super. Herr Dr. Wakefield is here to see you, mein Herr. Show him in, Hertz. It is about your patient, is it not? There is no trace of him. He hasn't shown up for his last few sessions. I've been to his house, of course. His landlady assured me he went on a trip weeks ago and hasn't come back home. He kept the destination to himself. Then it is happening as I feared. What do you mean? I'm sorry, my dear friend. I first thought of this when you described your sessions with Herr Devitt, but I didn't want to upset you without need, as I hoped for the best. Now I am afraid my suspicions could be true. There are some things that I will have to verify first, though. I promise that I will contact you as soon as I have learned anything important. Please, Herr Doctor, it is of the utmost importance no one else knows of this matter. You have my total discretion. Episode 3, The Four Witnesses. Yes, Cockney working class. Cockney is working class. Kind of accent. At least traditionally. I feel like I have been walking these streets for hours. Surely I must be close to finding my way out of this labyrinth. Let's get a bird's eye view of the situation. A rusty old oil lamp sits empty in the corner. No, it doesn't belong to anybody. You're welcome to take it if you like. I'm not sure what good it'll do you without any oil though. Yoink. Though the embers look as though they'll soon extinguish, its meagre warmth is welcome. Hey, Panda. Oh, it's that guy again. It's that guy. Let's give him a ticket. There he goes. The gate is latched shut. I can't open it from this side. You may keep my miserable kingdom, you may keep my spike-encrusted jewels. Stay there as you will, and stare into my eyes. I am a shadow's shadow, and will not disappoint. That seems like an odd thing to have on a wall. Never mind. Should we follow this guy then? He looks legit. The glass is fogged over, but for a handprint left on the surface. Do we follow him into a random room? Yes, let's do it. Oh good, it's dark. It's very dark. I don't dare to go on. Okay. So we need oil for the lamp before we can go in there. This is just very foggy. Like Hyde Park on vacation. I got lost in the fog. If I'm to make my way through, I'll need to orient myself somehow. God damn it. What's in here? Oh. I wonder if there are rats in here. The letters seem to have been inscribed with an oily grime. It reads, rats. I'm not sure if that's a warning or an exclamation. The sewer is flooded here with an ankle-deep pool of water. Patches of oil swirl on its surface. Let's mop those up. Or not. I could collect some of this water, but I would need a container to store it in. I'm on more about the oil. Oil. No, okay. There's not enough light for me to see. Lord only knows what I might stumble into. Okay. Oh, what's that? It's just rubbish. Rotten scraps of food and discarded papers. Alright, let's pop back down here and go here. The street lamp tries to put some light into the gloom. The boarded up window of a rundown house. Dust smears the glass, preventing me from seeing into the interior. An unlocked meat house. A rank piece of meat hangs from the ceiling. At least I'm not going to go hungry. Cuts of rancid meat lie discarded on the butcher's block. That's the only light going to this filthy room. Ooh. Oh no, not a puzzle. A metal plate is planted in the wall. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was a bolt hole. The remains of a horse hang by a hook affixed to the wall. Its blood drains, seeping into the floorboards. Okay, that's how it started. Oops. Ooh. I'm in the butthole. Rusted out drums, empty. A bottle of gin. It's empty, but it may be of some use. This machine is old and in disrepair. It appears to be some sort of filtering machine. Despite its condition, it appears to have been used just recently. It's a glass essentia, maybe. Liquids are poured into the top and then impurities removed through a valve at the bottom. Okay, so I can use the bottle to collect some water and oil, and then maybe use that machine to filter off the oil and then put it into my lamp. Okay, so the oil was up here. Hey, Binky. How are you? I collected some of the oily water in my gin bottle. I'm pretty sure I don't enunciate well enough to do audiobooks. And I usually speak too fast. I pour the contents of the bottle into the essentia. Still don't know if that's the right word. The oil floats on the surface. When I open the valve, I will drain the water until all of the water has been removed. That's it. I've extracted all of the water. I fill the lamp with oil. I hope it will be enough to last the night. The question now is, do we need matches? Okay, let's see if we can go into this dark room yet. Or if we do need a way of lighting it. Yeah, okay, we need matches somewhere. Okay, what's down here? Wait, what? that was just there again. Alright, can you give me a light? Yes, you can give me a light. Excellent. Okay. Let's investigate creepy house where creepy guy went into. An old worn-out coat hangs on the rack. In one of its pockets is a pair of gloves. Right, I've got some gloves, so I can do some strangling without getting caught. This portrait of a gentleman with a distant look seems vaguely familiar. I think he's going to be one of the other witnesses. An old bottle of Saint-Emilion Grand Cru is covered with dust. Well, let's take it then. No, take the dust? No, okay. Oh. Backyard. Mould covers the wood stacked in the shed. Judging by the resin oozing on the surface of this tree trunk, it appears to have been recently chopped down. Hey, what's wrong with my French pronunciations? Can I take... oh. The resin is a thick and sticky liquid. Not going there. I can't just pick it up with my hands. Can I pick it up with my gloves? No, okay. The door is locked. I can't even move it. The walls of the mausoleum are crumbled with age. Sorry, sneeze break. Right, let's have a shimmy up the stairs. A bright meadow. The picture has faded to a dull colour. It's probably a dull colour then. Now my eyes focus in the gloom. I can see that the person sitting on the bed is an elderly woman. She's just dressed up as a young girl for some reason. She appears not to hear or see me from here. I will need to get closer if I am to explain myself. And how are you going to do that? My reflection stares back at me through the grime. You poor man. A portrait of a beautiful young dancer. An old wardrobe. There is something amongst the embers. I can't put my hand in or I'll burn myself. But with the gloves, it's a spherical piece of metal. A door knob. No, I don't want to dance or sing anymore. It's enough for today. I want my lemonade. I want to play. Actually, madam, I'm afraid I've never met you before. I don't know who you are. Ah, don't you recognize me? No, madam, I'm afraid I do not. I'm very sorry. Oh, no, not at all. It's fine. It's been a while since I last performed, I suppose. But don't you forget it. I'm the great little Catty, singer, dancer, the golden girl of London's music halls. I want to get out of this place. Alright, let's ask about the weird man. I'm looking for a gentleman. He's well dressed, with red hair. Do you know him? He led me to this place. No, father. I have been practicing the latest repertoire as you ordered. I behaved very well today, haven't I? I want to get out of this place. Hide and seek! Oh, I do love games. I go to the fog when I want to get away. Daddy won't find me there, you see. In the fog, there are no faces. Let's play. Oh. Away you go then, love. Now, stand next to the fireplace and count to 3. One, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? You're getting your childhood games confused there, son. Wherever could she be? One, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Oh. Well, that's not a wardrobe anymore. 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Wow, we are insane. 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Cool. I'm into it. Okay, corpse count 1. Although, does it count if it's just in my dream? What the blazes just happened? My head, it's pounding. And where did she go? Doorknob looks like a button. Yeah, I can see that. Door button. March 8th, 1843. I'm exhausted. Father made me rehearse for 8 hours. By the end, the music wavered with his trembling hands. It's still a long time for the day of the show, but he insisted that everything must be perfect. One more song, he said, over and over. A corpse is a corpse, of course, of course. Father got really mad at me, and he started to shout when, after many hours of rehearsal, I said that I wanted to get out and play a little bit in the street. More and more he is obsessed with rehearsing, with concerts, with perfection. Am I not the one who earns the money to feed us? Am I not the one come from all over to see and admire? Is my name not the one printed on all the posters? My name! The dolls for sale at the theatre entrance. They have my likeness, my dress, and my beautiful hair. It not me. I should be the one who makes the decisions. One more song. Yes, one more. A last song for you, Papa. Well, she killed Daddy. A pile of things on the floor after Catty's disappearance. There is a mask. It's a porcelain mask. It broke when it fell. The distorted features. There's a grotesqueness to them. I don't like to look at it. And look, underneath the mask, a photograph. It has a note. Little Catty Show. There was a girl lit up by a spotlight in a music hall, singing to live piano. The wardrobe is locked. Ah, of course it is. The sitter is a strikingly beautiful young woman. Her features are sharp and aristocratic. Let's not go up the ladder last time. Last time we did that we found a corpse. We'll save that for later. A portrait of a middle-aged man. He seems troubled. The doorknob is missing. But wait, I have one. Is This guy laughing in the bath? What could he possibly be doing in there? Wooden planks are blocking the window. I can only see part of the outdoors. A big wall mirror. It's so covered in dust that I can't recognise my face though. That's a blessing. We're going to throw back the shower curtain. The laughter is coming from behind the curtains. I can faintly see the outline of a figure on the other side. It's a porcelain doll with lifelike proportions. The face has been removed, leaving her featureless, but its wig shines brightly, as though of human hair. The record is scratched. It's repeating on loop. Now I know what happened the last time we had a repeating record. I'm gonna make a disguise, aren't I? Right, shush. With the hair removed, the doll is even more unsettling. That laughing is proper spoopy. How about the crying? Still no crows, I'm disappointed. Alright, let's leave it as crying. There we go. The man in the picture has quite a hypnotic gaze. That's what they said about Father Ernest, I seem to recall. So... No, no, no! Did I not pray enough? Have I not written faithfully every last note you screwed into me? Middle C up to A, measure, G up to C, tied, F, second violin, bar 2, middle C up to A, double note E, G, C. No! This was supposed to be our masterpiece. Viola C, up an octave, and then to G. What? What? Who do you think you are? Are you blind, man? Can't you see that I'm creating the angel's voice? The work! C to A, an octave higher. A fragile voice flutters around the strophe. No! No, 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 no. Hands swallow you. Laugh at you. I lost it again. Are you all right, sir? My inspiration too is lost, quite lost. In the fog, the notes moan. Just her. Who was she? Oops. Oh, beautiful Daphne. The best soloist that a composer could have. The voice of an angel. What made my music possible. She would stand there by the window. The wind caressed her cheeks. It danced in her golden hair. Her dress glowed like an ember in the dusk sun. What happened to her? She was very delicate. Like a flower in the desert, like a petal in the storm. The sickness, it just swept her away. Her voice, my God, her voice. It came from heaven. She was the angel of my music. Weird, man. I am following a man. Though come to think of it, maybe he is following me. He has a red beard and wears a cape. Is he the Phantom of the Opera? I sometimes find this man too among my notes. I feel him close to me at all times. At times, even. The mausoleum outside the house. Is that where Daphne is buried? That's right. I have visited her many nights, and I've even slept beside her on the cold, wet stone floor. Weirdo. Please, I need to get out of this place. You ask me for words, but words are betrayers. They're dirty. Music? Just music remains beautiful, but it's a prisoner inside all of us. We must set it free. I can't help you now, not until my work is finished. My work is the important thing. She was my only inspiration. Later, dude. Let music and singing surround you, my man. Yeah, groovy. Okay, so I'm guessing we need to make a sort of vision of a woman here. A tailor's mannequin. Why is it beside the window? So if we put a wig on it... Oh. So, does that help? No. Okay. So, should we put the mask on as well? Because that's not creepy. The mask will fall off in this state. I'll have to repair it first. Paper bound up in a roll. It seems to be a discarded musical score. The wallpaper is torn. A painting of a beautiful young lady with a peaceful expression. She looks like one of Raphael's angels. Frank's little angels. Okay, so I'm guessing that I'm going to need a dress from that wardrobe as well, that we can't get into. And then some kind of tape or glue to put this mask back together. Let's go up here. It looks like the lyrics to a song entitled "The Last Song for You." The verses are scrawled so poorly as to make them illegible. The piano is so dusty I dare say it hasn't been played in years. I wonder if it still works. This cage must have housed a huge bird. Only a feather remains. Take it. I can't reach the feather from here. Can you reach it with a ticket? No. Okay. We do a stretch. Okay, so was that everything in the... that was everything in the house, I think. So we could go back to that sewer and see if we can find anything with the rats. Do not... I hear a woman's voice in the distance. It sounds as if she is singing a lullaby? Do not fall asleep. Well, I've been quite bad at that so far. Oh, can't whistle. Oh, that is not fun. Good night. Sleep well. Enjoy tomorrow. And Jack, I'm sorry for making you laugh. I shall endeavour to never do so again. There is a note partly obscured by mud. I mustn't fall asleep. I hear them crawling. I hear them gnawing. Rats. Too many of them. They know I'm here. I mustn't fall asleep. They stalk me, coming closer and closer. I can see their blood-red eyes glimmering in darkness. I mustn't fall asleep. What a lot of sane people we have around. A pile of ragged clothes, caked with mud and full of holes. The dead roots of a once great tree fill the cavernous sewer. A strange green moss covers its surface, and there is a great crack along its length. Oh, the crack. I miss vacation. Well, don't know what to do with that. R.I.P. the crack indeed. Alright, so... where haven't we gone yet? Do you think we can walk into the fog with the lamp? Let's see. It doesn't appear so. Okay, was this where the guy went, or was this the butcher's? Okay, that was there. Rip it wide open. I wonder if that's the same window that we found from the other side. From inside. Alright, is there anything else we can get from here? Some rancid meat. That's the way to get into the bolt hole. I feel like there's nothing more here. Right, let's go back to the house. I reckon I must have missed something in there. You're the one who spent most of the time in the crack, Jack. You tell us how snug and warm it was. Have you got anything to say? Oh, yes. Could you help me? The streets are so confusing to navigate. I'm afraid I have lost my way. Could you direct me out? Yes, lost one. I can give you direction. I have been gifted with the second sight. I can peer deep into your past and unwind the tapestry of your fate. Would you like me to close my eyes that yours may be opened? I haven't a penny to pay you. Money is ever no matter here. Come close to me now. Ooh. 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 That one. The mask. Empty eyes stare at you, and a voiceless mouth calls you. Its lips twist and snarl with what it has seen. What is still to be seen. You think it's a stranger's face, but it is your own. The scream. It begs to you to escape. Mute, it shrieks your lost name, sharp, painful and burning. Its voice is one you know. The Walker. You have embarked upon a great journey, but this path has been walked by you before. You step in your own footprints inside a circle of fire. I don't understand. What does it all mean? I can't unpick these ones, but the threads you have woven in destiny are too tight, child. But you will. Oh yes, you will. It is not for me to say, but for you to discover. Remember that in the fog, we see only what is closest to us. The bird remains in the distance. If you wish to leave, you must follow the path of the bird. No more direction can I give. Weird, man. I'm following a man. He must have passed this way. And how is that man? Tall, well-dressed, red-haired, a cold look in his eyes. The nightmare of which we don't talk about. All of us, asleep or awake, have seen that man at some time. You're just useless, woman. Please tell me how to get out of this place. Get out? There is no way to exit the fog. We can only wander around and get lost in it. In the fog, all the stars die. You were unbelievably helpful. You will need a map to guide your steps. Farewell. Do you want a ticket? No. Anything else? No, okay. Pleasure to talk to you, my dear. Okay, I wonder if I missed something in here. A picture has collapsed from the wall. Oh, yes it has. Can't remember if that was like that last time. Oh yeah, there's some... Oh, I need to... Can I use the resin on the mask? No. Presumably I need to somehow collect some resin to stick the mask back together. But how does one collect resin? I think I see something on the other side of that window, but from here I can't distinguish what it is. Use the ticket for resin. No. I cannot get some resin on the ticket, sadly. Can I set the log on fire? No. Okay. Right, back upstairs for now. So like in Crazy Lady's room. The wardrobe is locked. I'll just break it open. Come on. You're a strong man, Devitt. Oh, just the letters. Yeah, we know you killed Daddy. Right, there's nothing in here except a locked wardrobe. Have a seat, have a seat. No, okay. Let's pop up here. Did I miss something? Lyrics and... oh, I can play the piano. Something is preventing one of the keys from depressing. There was a key hidden under the key. I wonder if that's a wardrobe key. It doesn't look like a mausoleum key to me. There's an elegant scarlet party dress inside. Yoink. There's nothing else in the wardrobe. Okay, so we can put the dress on the mannequin. Yes, just right. It looks more and more like the young woman in the painting. Ooh, what's that? I've taken a score. Anything else I can take here? No. That's the window we can see from outside. Anything more to say now? No, okay. So we still need to fix the face somehow. Fix the mask, sorry. must be something to... That gramophone must be something. It can't just be for fun. Hey, Rachel. Let's greet you with some crying. As you do. Okay, so now we've got a score. I wonder if we can play that on the piano. Nope, we don't know how to play. You are quite the musician. Oh yeah, we've got this feather as well. I forgot about that. How do we get the feather? Can we use the score to get the feather? If I blow through the paper roll, maybe I could manage to make the feather fly. Got it. It's a big black feather with some grey spots in the base. Okay, so can we use that to get some resin onto? Or does that need to go onto the model? Let's try the resin first. Where's the resin? This way. Come on. I managed to coat the feather with the resin. I have stuck the pieces together with the resin. The face. It reminds me of a girl from one of the paintings. Now we're cooking with an oil lamp. Alright, back upstairs. You need to walk faster, Mr. Devitt. How are you today, Rachel? Daphne, you're back. Are you a figment of my melancholic mind? Are you the ghost of my dying music? No, it doesn't matter, because you are with me again, and now I know exactly how to compose my masterpiece. Please, take my violin. Now that I've completed my work, I no longer have a use for it. It needs to be with her. Go to the mausoleum and place the violin where her heart lies. The angel of my music will guide you. Here, take the key to the mausoleum, my friend. I must go. Wait, what? Sorry? What is the Simurgh? What is the Simurgh? It is what the crows are searching for. It is what you search for, too. Can no one speak English? Why is everyone speaking fortune teller? Well, everyone is sick today. Or has been sick recently. Hope you're feeling better soon, if not already. Oh, you're already, okay. I hope you continue to feel better. Here lies an angel. Great pity must be felt for those who did not hear her. Pity for those not blessed by her naive grace, not shaken by her heavenly voice, trembling their souls into divine ascendance. Here lies Daphne. God rest her soul. The sarcophagus is broken. Where on earth is the coffin? Who could have done this? Well, that's grim. I was asked to leave the violin close to Daphne's heart, but she isn't here anymore. A trail of soil leads from the sarcophagus to this hole. Was the coffin transported through here? Pardon me. Okay. Hopefully this is just where we were before. Yes, okay. Let's shortcut back here. It's locked. Of course it's locked. Why wouldn't it be locked? I can't see anything through these dirty window panes. Bookshop. The Great God Pan. Ha! That's a reference to Arthur Machen, I think. I've got that book somewhere. Well, that story in a book somewhere. Let me play the violin to gain entry. No. Would a ticket get me entry? No. Can I burn your shop down? No. What was that? Maybe I could see something if I look into the keyhole. Darkness there, and nothing more. Right, throw the lamp through the window. No. Ugh. Well, that's one way of gaining entry. With the help of River, the Naiad Daphne hid from the sun in the shadowy mists. She changed her skin for strong bark so her heart was forever concealed, her dance frozen in the rustle of 1,000 leaves. Do we think Daphne's buried in that weird tree we found underground? A lot of dusty books. History, anatomy, science. Books with unpronounceable names and dead languages. Please tell me we're going to find the Necronomicon. Myths and legends this time. Norse tales, Greek, ancient Sumerian, others that I don't recognise. Some of these scripts I've never seen. If you don't mind, I'm just going to wander around your room before I talk to you. A painting of an old factory. I guess someone was really attached to the place. A large collection of books. Alright then, what have you got to say? I beg your pardon, sir, if I have startled you. What are you doing sitting here in the dark? Why, I am reading these marvellous books. In the dark? But how can you see the words without any light? That is the only way to see them, really. That is, if you want to see the words on the other side of the page, the words from the shadows. Shadow always hides from the light, you know, so they can only be read in the darkness. London sucks. Are you the owner of this bookshop? Oh goodness, no. The bookshop just doesn't belong to anyone, not since I found it here. I'm just a guest, an explorer of these ancient tomes. Have you seen a man pass this way? He is red-haired, tall, and wears a cape. Oh yes, I know of whom you speak. I see him here from time to time, perusing the books. He would pick one off the shelf, glance at it, and then put it back. He and I never spoke, though. Why do you ask? I did say London sucks, because I'm in London in the game, and I'm speaking to people, and no one's making any fucking sense. Can you tell me which books this man perused? Let me think. Ah yes, I recall him looking at Unexplored Places of the Empire. An excellent tome, very revealing and very rare. This bookshop is very fortunate to have a copy in its collection. I'm not sure where it is now, but I'm sure it can't be far. Was there anything else I can ask you about that? Yes. I see him sometimes, but he slips away whenever I try to meet him. I feel as if he is guiding me towards something. That may be so. We each have our own white rabbit to lead us through lost places. Yep, got that. Pardon the interruption, sir. I'll leave you to your reading. Okay, so we've got to find that other book. Let's go back out here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this shop does really exist. Yes, there's a man reading in darkness that I'm not sure I want to go in there. Okay, so the book isn't there. It's that lullaby again that we heard in the sewers. A book lies on the floor. Its spine reads, "Unexplored Places of the Empire." A page is being marked. Let's take it, shall we? The Place of the Eternal Fog. Also known as Jai La, it is a unique bay in the east of Beleshwar, near the jungles of Bengala. It is surrounded by tall, snow-capped mountains. Usually covered in mist, the waters of the bay are very dangerous and rarely visited. Well, that was less helpful than I was hoping. The remains of a coffin. It looks like it was burst from the inside. Is there a tree in the back of this? Okay. On the ground lies a book entitled The Songs of Jai La. The page to which it was open has been torn out, but the remaining fragment identifies a song title, The Search for Simurgh. I see something caught in the branches. It appears to be a page torn from the book below. Okay, how do I get that? Climb the branches. Climb the tree. Climb the tree. It's a massive dead tree. How could it have formed here inside this building and without sunlight? Climb it. Climb it. Climb it. The remains of another coffin. Alright, is one of you the coffin I need to put this thing by? Can I give the tree the violin? No, okay. Can't give the tree or the two coffins the violin. I feel like I must need to get that page. Well, yep. Oh, I'm back down here. So maybe I need to put the violin over by this tree. Maybe I'll put it in the Great Crack. There we go. The violin has disappeared among the roots, as if swallowed up. The trunk seems to be expanding. That noise came from above. The crack closes after I place the violin inside, as if swallowing the instruments. Incredibly, the roots seem to move, as if growing before my very eyes. Maybe now I can climb the tree. A surprisingly lush vegetation covers the place. I don't recognise the species these plants belong to. The tree has grown! Some of the branches have crashed through the window and into the street. Right, where's that? Oh, okay, so the page will now be outside in the street. Let's go get it. What did that say again? Blah 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 blah. Okay. Alright. Have you got anything to say about a tree in the background? No. Okay. Why would you? Right, so we've got to find where that tree has come out of the window now. Might be that way. There we go. The paper sheet captured in the branches is now within my reach. Yoink! On the page is a strange poem. First into the wind they sought for the king, but lost were the birds, they wept in suffering, and flew to the sea, compelled by a need. There they found their silence, their quest was complete. Dude, what's up? Just maybe run after him. Getting windy. Hello? Strange man. Nope. Did you go this way? No. So I still need some way of getting through this mist. Okay. Oh. What are you? Nope. Okay. Well, that got me a little bit further. Do I have to do this by trial and error? That's just back here again. I feel like this is losing some of its gaminess. Your brother is getting engaged this week. So he hasn't proposed yet, but he knows the answer will be yes. Oh, Christ. Okay. It's one of those. It's pretty cool that it can still be a kind of surprise, even though they know it's on the way. I like it. Your brother has my blessing. Ah, good grief. This appears just to be trial and error until maybe I get the right way. Oh, I'm so tempted to look up a walkthrough for this bit. I don't know what else we can do. We've got a parchment. Ah, right. Yep. I get it now. First into the wind. Nice one, Binky. I wasn't paying attention to what it sounded like. That sounds like wind. Let's go there. But lost were the birds. They wept in suffering. So it's either birds or the sea. That sounded like it. Oh, no, that wasn't the right thing. Okay, wind. Either birds or sea. It's not that way. I have neither looks nor brains, thank you very much. How dare you. Okay, that's sea. Do you think we need birds, or do you think we go straight to sea? Let's try sea. No, okay, we need birds. It's more that it says lost on the birds, and I don't want to follow them if they're lost. Okay, birds. Flew by the sea. That sounds like sea. They found their silence. Their quest was complete. Come on, strange one. Ah, there he is. Oh, and he's gone again. Okay. That was a clever puzzle. Far too clever for me. Need the brains of a Binky for that one. Thank you. Please come in. The 4 witnesses. Oh, I'm still on. Okay. I thought that was a cutscene. Ooh, this looks like a nice place. Oh, I get to see a show. No, I get to be in a show. Hello, Jeremiah. I knew you would find us eventually. Welcome to our humble performance. You were there. You were part of the group. You don't remember my name, do you? I am Alexandra. What is all this about? What do you want from me? From you? Nothing, dear Jeremiah. It is you who came here searching for answers. It is the same as when you joined our group. We each came with our own reasons. Do you remember yours? Science, clearly. I mean, I think it was actually for... Was it me who was trying to read philosophy instead of religion? But it's me, so we're going to say science. True science. No, that was our friend Anthony's reason. His stubborn determination to discover the unknown was infectious. We followed him blindly, so confident we were in his determination, and there was no turning back. Alright, so maybe religion will be the father. True religion? No, that was what Father Ernest sought. His curiosity led him to doubt, a doubt that challenged his faith. Once apostate, he was overwhelmed by guilt. Oops, oh, clicked the wrong thing. God damn it. True philosophy. Indeed, it was our thirst for knowledge that drew us together. No one waits for us out there, dear Jeremiah. There is no one who will care for us when our hour comes. We had been alone until now. How did I end up in London after being buried in the boarding school? The bird protects us. It is by his design that we should meet again, but we are not the only ones who take shelter beneath his wings. His influence and power is ever expanding, ever reaching. Do you not feel him beckoning? I only want to wake from this nightmare. This is no nightmare. It is a show, a performance. The truth we seek lies beyond the curtain. Now we have crossed the point of no return. The lights are on, the stage is set, and soon you shall meet the actors. Welcome. Are they all dead? This belongs to you. Is it Smiley? Dearest Heir Dr. Wakefield, if you are reading this and you have followed my instructions to arrive at the agreed upon address, good. I apologise that I could not accompany you immediately. My own investigations have demanded a certain unanticipated degree of attention. I have determined that your patient, Devitt, is in serious trouble. I'll contact you with more information post-haste. In the meantime, discretion is of the utmost importance. Your friend, Johann Kaufmann. Achievement unlocked, the truth behind the curtain. The adventure continues next episode. Huzzah! So, I think I would characterise that episode as way more questions than answers. Mostly because not a single person ever talks straight, it seems. But that's London for you, am I right? Okay, thank you very much for watching. I'll wrap this up for now. Hope you can join me again for episode 4, whenever that may be. Maybe later in the week. Until then, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and goodbye.